other videos, we've discussed the components of ammunition, how they function, and how they are different. Now we would like to put all of that knowledge together and apply it to understanding the information that is marked on a box of ammunition. A box of ammunition will tell the cartridge's designation and the type and weight of the bullet that is loaded in the cartridge. Sometimes it will also list the type of material used in the cartridge case and the velocity and energy that the bullet will have when fired. Using this box, for example, it tells us the ammunition it contains is 9mm Luger, and those cartridges are loaded with 115 grain full metal jacket bullets. Or this box contains 10mm auto cartridges loaded with 180 grain jacketed soft point bullets. Now we'll go over each of those pieces of information and what they mean. First, there's the cartridge's name or designation. Ammunition tends to be designated primarily by the caliber or diameter of the bullet it uses. Sometimes the term caliber is used to refer to the type of ammunition a firearm is designed to use, but technically, caliber only designates the diameter of bullet that a cartridge uses. Caliber is usually designated in either metric or US units of measure. In the metric system, millimeters are used, and in the US system, caliber is given in inches. But because the diameter of bullets are under an inch, that number is expressed as a decimal. Here are some examples. The 9mm Luger cartridge uses a bullet that is 9mm in diameter. The .45 auto cartridge uses a bullet that is 450 thousandths of an inch. Ammunition is not designated by caliber alone. There are many different cartridges that use approximately the same caliber bullet. Here are some examples. This is a .380 auto cartridge and a .38 special cartridge. While both of these cartridges are designated as having a caliber of 38/100ths of an inch, they are obviously not the same. Another example is this .45 auto cartridge and this .45 Colt cartridge. Again, though they use the same caliber bullet, as you can see they are vastly different cartridges that are not interchangeable. So we need to have something beyond the caliber of the bullet to designate ammunition. After the caliber, ammunition will be given a second designation, often a name given to it by the company who designed or manufactured it. For example, around the turn of the 20th century, Colt Firearms developed a whole line of semi-automatic pistols. The cartridges these pistols were chambered for ranged in caliber from 25/100ths of an inch to 45/100ths of an inch. Each of these cartridges were given the designation Automatic Colt Pistol, or ACP. Now, they are simply referred to by their caliber and the designation auto. Here are some examples that are still in popular use. They are the .25 auto, the .32 auto, the .380 auto, and the .45 auto. Like the terms ACP and auto, sometimes a cartridge will have several popular designations, and we go over some of these examples in another video when we talk about selecting the correct type of ammunition for your firearm. A cartridge's designation will usually be stamped on the rear or head of the case so that you can still identify an individual cartridge even if it is out of the box. For example, this .45 auto cartridge is clearly marked on the case. In another video, we go over the different types of bullet designs, so you should understand when the box of ammunition uses terms like full metal jacket or jacketed hollow point. Sometimes manufacturers will have a special name for a type of bullet, but it will still be one of the basic designs we have discussed. For example, this Winchester 9mm Luger ammunition uses a proprietary type of bullet called a silver tip, but the bullet type is also labeled JHP, so we know that a silver tip is a type of jacketed hollow point. In addition to caliber and type, bullets are designated by their weight. Bullet weights are typically expressed in grains. Grains are the smallest unit of weight in the US system. There are 7,000 grains in a pound, or about 438 grains in an ounce. There's a wide range of bullet weights available in a specific caliber. Using the scale to illustrate, this .45 auto cartridge uses a 230 grain full metal jacket bullet, which weighs 230.20 grains. This .45 auto cartridge uses a 185 grain jacketed hollow point, which weighs 185.20 grains. Another example with a different type of ammunition, this 9mm Luger cartridge uses a 115 grain full metal jacket bullet that weighs 115.17 grains. In another video, we went over the materials commonly used in cases, and this information might be marked on the box of ammunition as well, such as this box of 9mm Luger ammunition that uses steel cases. If not, you should still be able to identify the case material by looking at it. Finally, a box of ammunition may list the velocity and energy the bullet will have when fired. The velocity of a bullet is typically measured in feet per second, or FPS. Energy is measured in foot-pounds. You should note that the velocity and energy on an ammunition box represents that ammunition being tested under very specific circumstances, and your firearm will not produce the exact same performance, but it will give you a general idea of how the ammunition will perform. Now that we have gone over the markings on a box of ammunition so that you can understand exactly what type of cartridges it contains, in another video we discussed how to identify what type of ammunition your firearm is chambered for and how to select the correct ammunition for it.